always be saying it's live and then it don't start for a little bit.
Is it started?
I don't think so because the numbers didn't pop up yet. But it is. Oh yeah, it started. So today we are going to talk about narcissism, specifically in parents.
Right.
Because that is something that needs to be reformed in the world.
They don't like
now.
You call them out on the wrong things. The stuff they be doing that's wrong. They hate it.
Yeah. So once you get a certain age and you start getting your own opinion and your own way of thinking about life. I sound sick right now, but I'm really not sick. I just got a head cold, but I'm not sick. But as soon as you start being able to think for yourself and realize stuff for yourself, and you realize that your parents are just people, like you are just a person, like Steve down the street is just a person, and we all are people living in the same world, we going through the same things, then you realize, okay, so everything that my mom told me, everything that my dad told me, it wasn't necessarily the truth. It was their point of view and what they wanted me to know. Right. But there's more to know, and it's more opinions than just your parents' opinions that are right. So, narcissistic parents lack empathy, and they have a sense of entitlement just because. So, narcissistic parents are the type of parents that treat their kids like slaves. So, I'm going to talk about black parents, because as you see, I'm black. She's black. Like, we black and Indian, though, a little bit. And some other stuff.
I think it's full Cherokee Indian.
Yeah, Cherokee.
Yeah.
So, I know I'm African, black, and Cherokee Indian. That's probably about it. Yeah. But for black parents be treating their kids like slaves.
Yeah.
Slaves, literally. So if you're white and you don't know,
only the oldest child will call out.
Yeah.
The stuff that their parents do wrong, like
it's
the favoritism stuff. It's only the oldest child that will call it out. So.
The oldest, especially if it's a daughter. Especially the daughter. Yeah. We get treated like shit.
Right. The older we get.
They want us and expect us to do the most. They don't be having no expectations for their sons except for go have and get some pussy when you get older.
Right.
But, let a daughter come. No, you better not go outside.
They try to put
trying
you
to be
out.
fast.
Trying to put you out, all that. Just doing too much.
Yeah. But they be thinking that they are like some higher people because of, I don't even know what. I don't even know why, because you're the parent. Now ask yourself, did you do parenthood exactly how you should have? They will never admit that they did not parent their kids exactly how they should have parented their kids. And instead of them taking accountability for the fact that they aren't perfect and that they did mess up some things and that they did do some things wrong, they instead will try to make you feel some type of way and try to put you down and ruin your life just because you can point out certain things that they're doing wrong. Right. So I can point out everything that you're doing wrong as the child because you're the only parent that I know. I don't be around any other parents. So all that I know is that when you're treating me like this is how I feel, and I feel like that's not right. I'm not thinking like, I will because I'm that type of person, but not every kid got that big like type of mindset where they could think, well, my parent is doing this and thinking that this is right because their parent taught them that this was right. And their parent did this to them and they lacked this in their in their childhood and stuff like that. So this is why they act like this towards me. I could think about it like that, but that's just because all my life I had to do stuff like that. But normal kids, they don't think like, okay, so my mom and my dad treat me like a slave because we're black and slaves used to be a thing. And their parents and grandparents taught them to do that.
That's what I'm
Alright. Okay. This gonna be a short video because I gotta go in a minute. But yeah, we just wanted to talk about narcissistic parents and narcissism. If you don't know what narcissism is basically selfishness, lack of empathy, and a sense of entitlement that you don't have. Yeah. So if you are a parent, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but you are a human being at the end of the day who's going to get judged by God on Judgment Day too. Your shit does stink, and stop treating your kid crazy just because you think that you are entitled because you're the parent.
Hello?
Okay, so don't pay
You
attention.
said
She
what?
on the phone. She on the phone. We can't edit this. I ain't never had candy stuff.
She said she ain't never have candy stuff.
I feel sick all of a sudden.
No.
Yeah. Did I spell narcissism right? Yeah, I spelled narcissism right.
Yeah, you spelled it right.
Why do you think I got her stuff?
I don't know.
I don't got her stuff.
She probably lost it.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to.
Then gonna try to say I got it. How I got
Right. I'm like, if I had it, you would have saw me.
it? Yeah.
Buying
I would have been gone.
Right.
Been gone.
But check and
yeah.
see if one of them little things got it.
So on YouTube, y'all, if y'all watch this on YouTube, comment about y'all narcissism. What's it called? Experiences.
Yeah.
Y'all narcissism experiences. Y'all got narcissistic parents. Y'all tell me some stuff about them, because I promise y'all, nothing is going to change if people don't stand up for what they want to change. So if you feel like you know some things that need to change, you need to be the person to speak up, because just because you think somebody else is going to speak up for it, that is not going to work. That's like if somebody drowning, everybody around is going to think that somebody else is going to help. So if everybody thinking that somebody else is going to help, ain't nobody finna help because they think somebody else going to come help. No, you help. You do it. You say it.
Right.
Like, it's not that hard.
You might first start realizing that your parents is a narcissist is when you ask to do something and they say no, but they tell your other sibling they can.
Yeah.
So you might start realizing it.
Yeah, they do ask for something and they tell you no, and then your sibling come ask for something, probably the same thing, and they give it to them and they say yeah.
It's usually the older child asking for something, then a little sibling will come and ask for the same thing, and then
they'll get it.
Right.
Yeah. That's crazy. Now, sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes it do be like, oh, the oldest. Yeah, the oldest supposed to get perks, though, because they're older.
Right.
If I'm 18 and you 12, we shouldn't be getting treated exactly the same. But there's a difference between the healthy kind and the non-healthy kind.
Yeah.
I do not want to be sick. But yeah. I'm tired of seeing all of this narcissism and all this kind of stuff, because that's abuse. Like, it's a form of abuse.
It's not fair.
Right. The world needs to be way more awoken, whichever one is the right word for that, to how much emotional and mental abuse from parents in a household creates kids. Like, it creates the problems in the first place. Everything starts at home.
Right.
Everything starts now. We're never going to be in the future because we're always going to be in the now.
It's crazy though. Like, you would think the people you live with would have your back and everything, but it's crazy how they just. That's crazy.
They be the first ones.
Want to turn on you.
I promise you, they gonna turn you. If you not right with God and right with yourself, they will turn you into a horrible person.
Like
they
are.
Yeah, and you gonna go into the world thinking everybody horrible, thinking everything horrible, and you gonna be the thing really being horrible. Because you think other things are horrible, because that's what you were shown as a kid throughout your childhood and teenage years and all that kind of stuff. But really, it's just a system of how people are brought up.
Yeah, and when you wake up and stuff, like, you start losing people.
Yeah, that is
Friends,
true.
all that family, you start losing.
That's why they say it's lonely at the top. It's lonely at the top because this journey, every single soul on this planet, every beating heart on this planet, you are yourself. You are one with yourself. This journey is of you.
Right, you're going to go on your life path by yourself. It's
right
for you, by yourself, not nobody else.
All the materialistic stuff is not true. It's temporary. It's very temporary. And family is everything, but family also is temporary. Because think about it. You're going to be born into this family. I hate how this is so backwards, but you're going to be born into this family. But you know for a fact, at a certain time with this family, you got to get away from this family because now you got to go create your own family. So it's changing. Like, nothing in this life is permanent. Nothing in this life is actually real. Everything is real and everything matters, but at the same time, nothing matters and nothing is real.
So if you're a teenager like us, please do not take any of the toxic or narcissistic traits.
Yes, we trying to make a better future.
Because it's horrible when you have kids. You don't want them to be treated how you was treated.
Right. Why would you want to make somebody go through what you went through, that you didn't like the fact that you went through. So you're going to go do it to somebody else.
Right. That's not right.
Yeah, that don't make sense. But that's what a lot of people be doing. But that's the difference between balanced people and unbalanced people.
Right.
Balanced people take accountability. They take accountability for everything. And them are the type of people that are happier. They are more like genuine people.
And if you have people in your life that you think is a narcissist, let them know, because they probably don't even know they self.
Shoot,
So
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like so if you feel comfortable letting them know, then let them know. But those type of people be the people you gotta just leave alone. You can't even really. Right. If somebody does not take accountability, if somebody isn't the type of person that takes accountability for their wrongs, you really can't say shit to them. You really can't. So it's just gonna hinder you. It's like I don't know how to explain it. Like it's really you. That's why
at least you got it off your chest. Like
yeah.
At least try to tell them. And then if they don't want to take accountability, like she said, move the fuck around.
Or if they're the type of person, if they're the type of person that it ain't gonna matter that you
told them or not. They don't do nothing wrong. They never wrong.
I hate those type of people because everybody do things wrong. Everybody does things that's wrong. Right. And if you cannot accept that, then you are one of the unbalanced people. We are humans and we all gonna make mistakes because we are all sinners. That's why it says in the Bible we all sinners because we are.
Right.
This life, everybody that's on this planet is gonna sin, is gonna do stuff because that's what this place is. We learning karmic lessons until we die and we vibrate either higher or lower. So if you do bad in this lifetime, you gonna vibrate lower. Right. You gonna go lower to hell, whatever. Or if you do good, you gonna vibrate higher and you gonna go to heaven. But also heaven and hell is on earth too.
Yeah.
So it depends on how you treat people and how you treat yourself and how you maneuver through all of your obstacles, because that's what life is about. It's about change. It's about evolving, which is change. It's about learning things, and it's about taking accountability for your actions.
Yeah. And it's not argue with a narcissist. You're not gonna go nowhere.
Yeah. A super empath dead a narcissist. A narcissist can't say shit or do shit to a super empath. A super empath is somebody who knows their self and is so balanced and is like really awoke, like they woke it. Is it awoke or is it awakened?
I think it's woke.
Woke?
They don't sound right though.
Yeah, woke. None of them sound right to be honest, but whichever one, y'all know what I'm trying to say. A super empath, there's a narcissist. So if you keep finding yourself going against your parents, because like we said, we on parents right now.
Right.
As a almost adult, because they want to throw awoken. Okay, hey chemo.
Oh hey cousin.
Awaken. Oh, he said awaken. Okay, yeah, that do sound right. Yeah, that sound right. Awaken. Yeah. But if you find yourself clashing with your parent at a certain age and you know it's because they're not doing something right or they're treating you crazy or doing something wrong, they're never going to acknowledge that. And that is so okay, because now that's just giving you the strength. It's giving you the strength to go and do things how you want to do it and be yourself. Now you just got to leave your parent. It's the hardest thing to leave your parent.
Right.
Like where they at. Because you know it's wrong. And it's like, no, you're doing it so wrong. You thinking wrong. You feeling things wrong. Right. But like you can't change other people. If they don't want to be changed, you cannot change them. So it's only going to hinder you if you keep trying to change and trying to save other people that don't want to be saved. So at some point in time, you guys give up on them and give yourself the attention.
They gonna realize, trust me, they gonna realize regret like what they lost and
yeah. And then low key at that point, it's probably gonna be too late. That's why these parents, like, they gonna be growing old and miserable, and that's sad because they're treating their kids like shit right now because they don't need them, they hate them. You was a burden to me and all this kind of stuff. Our little
siblings gonna have to deal with it. We ain't gonna have to deal with it no more because we gonna be gone. Yeah. They gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah, and then if they ruin their relationships with them too, because obviously we know which person was the problem.
Right.
It was the parent.
They always be trying to make it seem like you the problem though, like.
But it's really them because they was never ready to be a parent in the first place. Now that's a big pill parents need to take too. You wasn't ready to be a parent in the first place. So don't try to burden your kid because you, as the parent, Miss Entitlement, Mr. Entitlement wasn't ready to be a parent. Like it's
so
that
before
simple.
you have kids, just
Yeah, and it's if you are a parent. So I'm not trying to bash anybody that is like they try to do their best and everything. So I'm not talking to those type of people because you're not a narcissist. You're not that what we're talking about. If you are trying to be a good parent and you know that you do all you can to be a good parent, then good for you. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. We're not perfect, and it's okay. So you're doing everything fine. It's okay. But for the people who cannot take accountability and like to try to belittle their own kids and belittle their own teenagers and stuff because they was not ready to be parents in the first place.
I feel like if you know you're going to have kids or whatever, you need to have peace with yourself. Have a great mindset, positive, so you won't bring no negative energy or just do horrible things to your child. You need to be right with yourself.
And if you really don't want kids,
being on this earth.
Right, and if you really don't want kids, bro, that's where adoption comes in. If you really do not want kids, please do them a favor and give them up for adoption. It's okay, so it's a lot of bad things that happen in foster homes and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie. I've heard a lot of people that was in foster care tell me stories like that it was bad, horrible, and all this weird stuff happened to them that's horrible. And that's where the government and all of the people that's in charge of that need to get their shit together and make sure that that type of shit don't happen.
Right.
But then again, it's still us. It's still us people that's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. I'm gonna put 24 in there, even though y'all a little bit too old, to be honest. I'm just playing. But everybody, we changing the world. We supposed to be changing the world. We supposed to be adjusting it to how
our generation especially.
Right. We got to put our voice out there. Y'all got all of these 75-year-old, the 38 to 75-year-olds running this country, and they don't know shit about what we going through. They don't know shit about our trials and tribulations, because those are the people who put us through our trials and tribulations. All of these white old people, they're racist. They was racist.
They really see how, like, a lot of racist people, like stars and everything that you didn't know, you wouldn't even probably have a clue that they're racist.
Right, but they are. And they help create the parents that are now narcissists to us, that make our life harder to maneuver through because they was not ready to be parents. Or if they were ready to be parents, the world was not ready to accept them. Right. So future things in society and stuff like that, like we have to take our power back. We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect country, establish justice. Wait, do you know the whole thing of that?
No.
That was in 5th grade when I was learning the what's that called? Proclamation of a What's it called? Hold on.
I don't even remember what it was called.
Y'all comment that if you know what I'm talking about. Right. I know what I'm talking about, but I don't know what I'm talking about. But I know what I'm talking about, if you get what I mean by that.
So the whole moral of the story is
take accountability for your mistakes and your mess ups. And parents, black parents need to learn to say sorry to their kids. It's going to make you
feel better when you admit you did something wrong or said something wrong. It's going you're going to feel better when you can admit to it and know that you ain't perfect.
A black parent just they
I don't know if people just think like that, but I think like that. Like, if I admit to something I did wrong, now I know that I did it wrong, and I appreciate you for calling me out, so I won't do it again.
Right, that's how I be. If I'm doing something wrong, tell me, because I sure in the hell is going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. So, shit, do it to me, too. I ain't going to be mad. You going to be the one that's mad because you don't take accountability. Why I can't say that word?
Accountability.
Yeah, because you don't do that. You don't take accountability for your actions. But me, I be taking it. I want to know everything. I know I'm doing some stuff wrong. Tell me so I can be a better person.
I'm not going to get salty. I'm like, okay, at least I got somebody that tell me when I'm doing
Now,
wrong.
if you wrong about your opinion, if it's an opinion about me, then I don't want to hear that shit because most likely you're wrong. Yeah, you're wrong about your opinion. But fact-wise, Keirra, you need da-da-da-da because you just da-da-da-da and that wasn't right. Yes, tell me because I'm going to be like, oh, dang, you right. Because if you're right, then I'm going to know you're right because I know what's right.
Right.
But, yeah.
I hate people that act like they don't do no wrong.
Yeah.
It's not perfect.
Just take accountability. Say you're sorry. It's not going to kill you to say you're sorry.
Or my fault. Or you right. You don't even have to say sorry. Just be like, my fault. I change that. Or just
yeah. Parents, I hate when parents don't ever be thinking they should say. How a black parent be apologizing? You want to go to the store with me? Go put my hot dogs on.
Right.
You just cussed me out, told me you hated me, that I was the worst thing that ever happened to you. You wish you would have had an abortion. All of this shit, you just went the fuck off and said every single negative emotion you had towards me.
And then you want me to do something.
And then you gonna go ask me to do something? What the fuck? Is you dumb? Is you dumb?
Right, I'll be wanting to cuss so bad, but I'm like, that's my parent. But I'll be wanting to cuss so bad when they be doing that. Like, you did all that.
You just said you wish you would have had an abortion.
Right, you did all that just because I called you out on something you was doing wrong. You had to call me all that instead of just saying.
And the older people gonna be like, yeah, you don't supposed to do. You can't call your parent out on something they doing wrong.
Right.
What? They parents didn't tell them? None of the other people in their community told them? Who the fuck gonna tell them? Right. I'ma tell them. That's who the fuck gonna tell them.
And y'all, it be the stupidest things. Like, they say the stupidest things all because you called them out on something. Like, every name, every cuss word.
Right. You sleep not doing nothing. All of a sudden, you every type of bitch in the book.
Right.
You lazy as fuck. You ain't gonna amount to shit.
If you ain't even hear them calling your name.
Like, all right, bitch, you can't get nothing from me. Don't talk to me. Matter of fact, you can pack your clothes, get the fuck out. I just woke up, bitch. I just woke up.
Yeah, it'd be so funny though, cause it's like you taking all that energy out on me when you can be taking out someone that's really fucking with you, but you
want to make enemies with your own kid. First of all, bitch, when you get who the fuck you thought was finna take care of you? Me, bitch. Nah, who gonna put you in a nursing home and not let you ride in your bed when you can't walk and shit? Me, bitch.
Right. They don't be thinking about
Cause them niggas ain't doing shit and them bitches ain't doing shit cause you ain't married.
And your sons, they
and you a horrible person
running the streets.
So they gonna take your money and leave.
Right. So your daughters, all the daughters, we most likely gonna be the one to be taking care of our parents
because they ain't teach their sons how to do shit.
They don't know how to wash dishes. They don't know how to take out trash. They don't know how to fucking piss.
That's something they be doing. They be knowing how to take out the trash.
They be knowing. Some of them.
That's the most the parents be doing for their son. Go take out the trash.
Right. They can wash dishes. They can clean a bathroom. They don't be doing nothing.
Right. I be wondering why parents don't be making their sons wash dishes like that. Like, I be like, they be like, it's a woman's job. Well, it's a man's job to take care of this household.
Right. Pay the bills, everything. It's his.
Yeah.
Not mine.
What? So, yeah, I don't know. I don't be understanding parents, but them be the narcissistic parents. But they create children like us who are going to do good and be great parents. Now, I ain't going to lie. Narcissistic parents, that don't mean that they weren't good parents and they didn't have food on the table and pay the bills and all that kind of stuff. Because they be doing that. And I apply every parent that do that. So you paying the bills, that's good. You got food on the table every day, that's good. Your kid ain't got to worry about where nothing coming from because you got that straight. But I'm talking specifically about the emotional, mental, intellectual part of parenting.
That's your relationships, too. Just because, like, that's where the narcissist partners that you have too.
Yeah.
Like, just because, they might pay the bills and everything, but if they treating you bad mentally,
right, respect is a mutual thing. Respect, everybody deserves respect. Right. It doesn't matter if you're the kid or the adult, the parent or the child, it don't matter.
If your mental ain't straight, they fucking it up and you trying to get it straight, leave, because they're not going to make it no better. Money ain't nothing.
I'm thankful for all the people that keep coming on here, even though they keep leaving. But
right.
But I'm thankful that y'all pressed it anyway, y'all. But yeah, it's 24 minutes, but we finna get off of here. But yeah, that's another thing we wanting to talk about. Like, for the future is now to everybody that is trying to change the future. It's trying to make the future better. Speak now or forever hold your peace, because this is the only time. But who says that tomorrow is promised? Put y'all thoughts out there now. Like,
don't be holding stuff in if you know that it's wrong. And especially if you know you can help, don't be holding stuff in. Because if you know you can help and you didn't help,
you the only person. Bad. Everybody has their specific view of the world, and everybody's view is important. So everybody has a voice for a reason. Everybody should be speaking up.
God didn't give us this voice, and for nothing.
And he didn't let you go through the obstacles that you've been going through for nothing. You are going through the things that you go through because as you get over it, you get stronger and you get wiser. And now you have to say something. You have to put it out there. You have to preach about it. You have to talk about it. You have to do things that align to your life path.
Don't waste your time telling people about you waking up and stuff if they're not interested.
Yeah.
You want to tell it to people that's waking up too. Or that's trying to. You want to help them. Don't help nobody that want to help themselves.
Yeah. So that's why we speak out and we talk about the things that we go through and the things that we experience because we help out other people. We light the path and the way for other people. So that's why if you feel like you're the only person going through something, that's because God gave you the job to light the path for the other people that's behind you that's going to go through it too. Or that's going through it too. Now, which one of y'all going to speak up first is now the question.
Right.
I'm doing my part. I'm speaking up. Same way I'm going to speak up. Again, I know this is a narcissistic parent video, but again, if anybody that sees this is in city council, the county government,
it's not
anything.
Only narcissistic
Gary, Indiana.
parents.
Indiana needs reform.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everybody everywhere in the world probably need reform, most likely because people are sinners. Everywhere needs reform. Yeah. But I want to speak on Gary.
Yeah.
The roads are horrible because I was just looking it up. So city and town governments, they in charge of the roads and stuff like that, education, all that kind. It's all horrible. So they obviously didn't do their job. So
please, if you looking or you think about moving here, please do not. Please.
Not right now anyway. Yeah. I don't.
Do not ever. I advise
unless you're gonna be voting.
Ever.
If you're gonna be voting, then yes. If you're the type of person that's gonna vote and go be a part of society. Because that's why voting is important, because that's your voice. We, the people, make the decisions. So if only the people that want certain things to happen are the ones that's voting, of course it's going to go in their favor because the other people didn't even vote. You talking shit about all of the stuff, but you ain't even doing your part in voting. You ain't putting your opinion out there. You ain't putting your stuff out there. So how can you say anything if you ain't even doing it?
I need to do that thing then so I could be...
Yeah, I ain't even vote for president. I was gonna vote for Biden.
To me, I didn't vote for president because
I registered though.
They all be talking about what they gonna do, but ain't nothing.
Yeah, then people don't be doing it. They be talking. They be getting us like the hype. That's because people be settling for they be settling for less. Like when they was doing the first check for the first stimulus check, people was settling too fast. First of all, did y'all not see that $1 trillion? It said trillion. Not million, not billion. It said trillion.
Right.
Y'all selling for what was it the first time? It was like $1,200. Wasn't it $1,200 the first time? I ain't even getting out one stimulus check.
I got one, but
I just want to know how is that possible?
Yeah, every kid I think got one for the first time they did it.
The government needs to be more strict on how the money that they give out is spent. Right. Not on what it's spent on, but like the person y'all giving it out for. So when they just gave out
make sure it goes to that.
Right. When they just gave out these EBT cards to the kids and they gave out these extra things to the kids, they parents be selling that shit.
Right, or taking control of it.
Right. Like y'all
that's mine. They need my name on it.
They need to regulate that a little bit more. They be handing shit out just to keep us calm and collect and cool. And that's what black people be settling for less. Like, no, y'all gotta stop settling for less. They breadcrumbing us. Right. And y'all keep settling. No, tell them to kiss our ass. No, keep going.
I honestly think that we should not have like older presidents because I think we should have some younger people because more stuff like this will probably get talked about.
I feel like younger people should be more in the councils and stuff like that. Yeah. But I do think the older people should be like the like how you say the president is the puppet for the legislative executive. Yeah, executive. That's right, executive. Y'all, I can't wait to go back to school. I see why it's so important. But that's another thing, parents. And the way you grow up and the way things happen in households and communities
we graduated
and
they still not
satisfied. I swear to God.
They still not satisfied. Got our diploma and everything.
They still treat you like
what
shit.
The fuck
didn't even get a party. Right. Didn't even get a gift.
Right. What do I have to do to satisfy you? Like.
Right. But that's why you don't satisfy other people. You satisfy yourself.
Right. So
But be humble too. Be humble.
Always be humble. Always.
Right. Because not being humble, then you turn into the same type of people that your parents and the people that you're trying to get away from, you turn into those type of people. That's another thing I can't stand. A narcissistic parent that cannot be humble. Like, they be thinking they shit really don't stink.
And then ones that can't be happy for you.
Right. Then get congratulations. Shit, like, that's personal for me, but I don't give a fuck about no personal shit. I'm
you can't put your feelings in everything.
Content.
Don't put your feelings in everything, because that's when you gonna dwell on stuff. Don't put your feelings in everything.
When you healing from stuff, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna really hurt to heal from everything that you've been through.
You might cry and everything, but don't.
You definitely gonna cry.
Right. But don't dwell on putting your don't.
What Beyonce say? The tears we cry let us know that we are alive. Then that is true.
Not even in relationships like that, because people don't want relationships nowadays. They just want to.
Yeah, but money isn't the goal. It's the goal, but it's not the end goal. Enlightenment is the goal. Y'all want to be enlightened. Y'all want wisdom, truth, and understanding. You want counsel. What else? Yeah, those kind of things. Read y'all Bibles. If y'all can't read the Bible and know what it's talking about,
y'all need to start looking up y'all Torah readings too.
Yeah,
look up those. Listen to those. I promise those make you get a higher vibration.
Yeah, everything they don't be teaching in public schools is the real shit, like astrology, the Bible, God, spiritual stuff. We are spiritual beings, celestial beings, and they try to teach you that it's evil, like how they killed the Salem witch trial. How they killed the witches.
And it wasn't even evil.
Right. It's be evil people. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. But I feel like
but some of them probably wasn't, though.
Like, yeah. Anybody that murders people, anybody that think that murder is like the punishment, they are evil, because it clearly states in the Bible that murder is a sin. If killing yourself is a sin.
You know how they said in the Bible, God said that if a man, like if you kill somebody and then you go to jail, they have the right to kill you in jail. I don't feel like that's right though. Yeah. Because
I ain't gonna lie, when it's really bad people, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. But some
what
people
gives
can't
you the
be
right
changed.
to kill them though? Yeah,
that's what I think about it too. And that's what I think. But then again, it's like, who gonna stop the other people that's bad that kill innocent people? Like, somebody gotta stop them. We be wanting that exterior force to come in and save us and come in and change things, but really we are the change. We are the people, and we are the whole thing. I'm finna get off this though, so the video finna be ending. So we can keep talking about it in the comments on YouTube. Yeah, it's just Keirra. How you see my name spelled right there.
More people need to join it, because y'all need to wake up. Like, I promise y'all need to wake up. This is reality. This is not fake.
It's
y'all
not
need to
fake.
Wake up.
And don't be afraid to stand up for what you believe in, because you believe in it for a reason.
And don't be afraid to stand up for what's wrong. Like,
you mean what's right?
Ow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I say it backwards?
Yeah.
What's right, if something wrong going on, don't be afraid to tell and help people.
Yeah. And it might be scary at first, but shit, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong.
Right.
For a reason.
Even if you see somebody doing something right, congratulate them. Like, be positive.
Yeah, be positive. One smile. You ever smiled at somebody or waved at them because they was looking at you, and you noticed that they was looking at you, and then you do this, and then they be like,
right.
And I'll be like, well, fuck you too, bitch. You got me fucked up. Then I'll be like, nah, I ain't gonna do all that. I'm gonna just keep going.
Right.
Because you gotta be the bigger person.
But then I like those people that just wave it. Like, friendly people. Like, why can't we be like that? Like, people that...
Because all the bad seeds gotta go.
Right.
Because all the bad seeds gotta go.
But then
who's gonna make them go? Other than God.
If we didn't have no bad on this earth, then we wouldn't be going through lessons and challenges. So if we had nothing bad or nothing...
That's true.
Bad to happen.
And we wouldn't grow without bad stuff happening.
Right. Because everything was good. If everything was good, when something bad do occur, we would know how to function with it, address it. So that's good that stuff bad do happen, so you can know how to heal from it and everything.
Yeah. So we touched on the topic we were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we done with this video. 35 minutes of narcissistic parents. No, for real. I'm tired of that shit. I really am.
It's like when you feed into it, all your energy gonna be gone if you feed into it. Like, you gonna feel so low and unmotivated. Like, it's gonna mess with everything. You gonna just...
And that's why they say what's understood don't never got to be explained.
Right.
So once you understand some shit about something, that's what I was saying earlier. You don't always got to address everything. Because it's just going to keep
I feel like if it's not hurting you...
Or anybody else.
You don't have to address it. But if it's hurting you and...
Or somebody else.
Then address it, because...
Yeah.
It's going to keep on happening if you don't say nothing.
And animals,
or if you don't move away from it.
And animals have souls too. So if somebody doing something to an animal, you should say something too.
Right, because that's wrong. That's wrong. They breathe. They should be able to breathe and enjoy their life just like we doing.
You was not important enough to take somebody else's life away.
That's why I say when people buy animals, they should make this new law to check their backgrounds. But there are people that don't got a background.
I feel like the government should have access to all houses. I feel like there's no such thing as privacy, because everything that be happening inside people's homes.
Right.
Especially like molestation and all that kind of stuff.
That's big down. Seem like down here in incest, that's real, like, big.
Yeah, that shit weird. That's not okay.
Nasty. Like, how could you, like, you gotta be a sick person. Like, how could
you?
Like,
sick.
You nasty. Like, and that, people that do that, you should not have kids. Like, you should not.
I knew they was gonna leave.
You should not have kids. Like, please don't have kids if you do stuff like that.
Yeah. They shouldn't be fucking, but having sex. Having sex so normalized instead of people realizing, like, it's a sin for a reason to do it like that.
But people still do it, but... You don't dwell on what other people do. Like, if you see somebody do what you feel that you need to stop doing so you can get right with God. Do whatever you gotta do. And then even if you gotta stop sinning, gotta stop having sex. If you feel like you gotta stop doing that, then stop doing it. Don't dwell on, oh, she's still doing it. Don't do that. Just, you gotta live this life. They ain't living it for you, so.
Right.
And you can't go to hell or heaven for nobody else. You can only go for yourself. So do what's right so you can go.
Right. And then use your amendment to speak what you want to speak. We have the right to speak and say what we want to say. Yeah. All right, so we done with this video at 8 minutes?
Oh, damn.
But yeah. Y'all be safe out here. It's getting real. It's getting real spiritual out here, and it's either good or evil. And you gonna be on one or the other side. The people around you gonna be on one or the other side. And if they give you one red flag, I'm telling y'all right now, if they give you one red flag, they on the other side.
Right, and be done. You don't want people like that. Don't keep people like that in your life.
Yeah, they just gonna bring you down. It's lonely at the top for a reason. So
and
if your goal is to be on
that
top,
bad side with them once you start dwelling and doing stuff that they do, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to take their bad habits and traits. You want to be good.
Right. Because it's rewards in the end for us. Eternal life, because that's what we really have, eternal life. This is a very temporary, rented life, as Mike Epps said. It's rented.
Right.
But yeah, so we done. Yeah. Again, if you on Facebook right now, see this on Facebook, go to YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, comment something that go along with the conversation, because the conversation isn't over. We just started
on everything, even though it was...
Right, we started it. Now y'all put y'all input in. That was the goal, for people to put their input in. Because that's how you change the world. And we are the change that we want to see in the world. So, yeah. Yep. Bye.